Welcome back to the channel. She is E. She is E. That's me, E. Welcome back or welcome to the channel, y'all. Happy Easter weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna post this before Easter, but if I don't, I hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. And y'all look, my nail, I swear, it just be all the hate. It just be all the hate, honestly. As y'all read by the title, first of all, I'm kind of finishing up this food that I got. It's this new restaurant kind of place that it's not like a restaurant, but you want to see my outfit? Got my little skirt on. Got this bra. It's a lot bigger than this shirt, but I like it. It's kind of cute. Little combination. So anyways, I got this this little meal from this place called Makai Pacific Island, and it's my first time going there, and it's actually pretty good. It's like a Qdoba but Hawaiian style, because I think the place is Hawaiian, or has like a Hawaiian type of, not even type of vibe, but I think it's Hawaiian food. Anyways, I'm trying not to make this video super long. So as y'all read by the title, today I am talking about a story that I'm going to try to make it as neutral as possible, because to be honest, this is fairly new and I don't want no drama, but I don't care also. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I have to tell this story time, because the things that be happening to me, to little old me, it just be hilarious. But let me take a bite. Basically what I got here is some rice. I only got like a one side thing, but I got some rice. It's like fried chicken. I don't think it looks too nice to show y'all right now because I done smashed it a little bit, but Let me stop playing. Hold on. Let me get my water. This story time goes back like I really be trying to, okay, real quick side note, I really be trying to do those mukbangs and stuff like that, but your girl can't eat and talk. I be seeing these people eat and talk. You could die like that. My throat ain't built for that, honestly. It's really not. I tried it. Okay, so I'm gonna only have to move this hand because I don't feel the same way on this hand. It's not it's not level. But this story goes back like a year or two, when I was working up in Michigan. I'm not gonna specify on the job that I was working at, because I feel like if I do, people gonna know exactly who this about and what it's about and where. And I just feel like I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, and it's just recent, so there's really no point. But yeah, I was working, I was doing my thing, boop 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 boop. At this time, the position that I was in was a bilingual position. So there was a lot of Latinos. You know, we spoke Spanish and English at the position. So anyways, so mind you, that job I worked for like 3 years. So this was during like the last year that I worked there. During the last year, the first 2 years, like, it was normal. It was, matter of fact, the first like a year and a half, I actually had a different supervisor. I had a girl supervisor who was also Latina, and she was cool, whatever, whoop-de-woo. Halfway through those 3 years, I ended up getting a new supervisor because she got a higher position. So I got a new supervisor. This supervisor, we was cool. We was chilling. He was real cool. He was real nice. Like, I knew his family. He knows my family somewhat, like not no, but no, because the L is like this big. So like everybody knows everybody, especially a lot of Latinos know all the Latinos, because Lansing is not a very Latin, like it doesn't have a very high Latin population. So if you Latin in Lansing, most likely you gonna run into other Latinos of your culture, kind, whatever. So yeah, so it was all cool. Like we knew each other, and the vibe was cool. It was like a supervisor vibe. The vibe was cool. Honestly, I don't even know when it started getting to this vibe. Like, I don't even know when it started getting to the flirting, because I don't even understand. Like, I don't know how it went from that, how it got to that. But there was just one day, like little by little, my supervisor started flirting with me. And you know, being the person that I am, I'm nice. Like, if it was weird, because mind you, I'm in my early 20s, because I'm in my early 20s now, like I'm 23. So this man is in his 30s, late 30s, I feel like a good 35, 38. I don't know, maybe like a 35, which is not super old, to be honest. It's not like a crazy difference, and I'm not even sure if the age is right, but still, like, you're old and you're grown and you're my supervisor, and whoop-de-woo. So anyways, yeah, started flirting. He started saying little slick comments like, oh, you look good today, or you look cute, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And you know what, I'm so nice, and at times I felt uncomfortable, but at times I'm like, whatever, because I also didn't feel like he was just my supervisor. Like, I felt like he's like, I don't know, I felt like he was a family friend, you could say, too, like before my supervisor. So I was like, whatever, like we all know each other, whatever. But then it started getting a little touchy, and I'm not gonna hold you up. Like, there was some times that I entertained it. What? Because I was bored. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I entertained it. I was bored. Like, I might have said slick comments back because it was funny. I was bored. He was a good vibe. Like, he was a good vibe. He was chill. He wasn't rude. Like, he would bring me food. That's probably also why. That was probably the main reason, is he would bring me food. But I felt like I didn't, you know, I wanted to keep it normal in the workplace. Like, I really wanted to keep it normal, because I felt like people were catching on, and people were like, And this one time, one of my older employees, who's also Latina, who like is very close to me, I always called her my work mom, but she was like, he's talking to you a little weird, he's talking to you a little different. And I just felt like, oh my God, like, that's embarrassing. Like, yes, he is, isn't he? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, he acted weird. But I left it at that. So I was telling him, I was like, yo, you need to chill out, because I'm trying to be like this at the workplace. Nor am I going to report him, because at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I know him, you know, I know him, I know his kids, I know everything. So like, I'm not trying to compromise his workplace. And I was bored. I was getting free food. I was getting just like little, not anything crazy out of the norm kind of benefits. Like, I wasn't getting money or extra raise, because that would have been the one. No, but you know, I was getting little food, little coffees, little snacks, little donuts, and all that extra stuff. Mind you, I was getting text messages and stuff, because that's my supervisor, so he does have my number. I have his. Normally beforehand it was only for emergencies only, but like, he started flirting. I was kikiing. I never said stop. I never said you made me uncomfortable. I just want to make that clear. But I wasn't really ever gonna. Oh my God, Hermes. Oh my God. Oh, you stay. He has the worst farts. Oh my God, please. You wanna go outside? So this like little flirting and kikiing and back and forth, and blah blah blah, like me entertaining him. Start like it lasted like, I don't know, a month, you could say. It lasted a month. I started seeing that he was like catching too much feelings. He was like, I really like you. I want to be, let's be a little more serious. I was like, what do you mean? Like, no, because you're my supervisor, so how is that going to work? And our family. This is that, just trying to figure out, like, what's he thinking? Like, what is he thinking? Never did I really ever consider a serious thing, which I probably shouldn't have played with him like that to begin with. But I also made him understand, like, no, I don't, it's not going to be anything serious. Like, towards the end, when I started seeing that he started catching feelings and started like sending lovey-dovey shit and like, hey, I really like you, and let's do this and let's do that. And he started getting a little touchy at work. Like, he started touching my thigh, touching this. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, because you getting bold. Like, you ain't worried about getting fired, are you? You getting real bold around the workplace. Real bold. I'm worried about how people think I look like a whole hoochie over here messing around her supervisor, which we weren't messing around, but like, I feel like a whole hoochie cooch. I'm like, this cannot go. This cannot go. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I let him on for a little bit, but not really, because like, I told him I wasn't looking for nothing serious, but then I started seeing that he was trying to get serious, and I was still talking to him, like, just talking, because at the end of the day, I felt bad. Like, I couldn't cut all ties because you're my supervisor. Like, that's gonna be weird. That's gonna be weird. And it was, because, yeah, just wait for it. So I ended up telling him, no, I don't want anything serious, like, it's not gonna work, woo. And he would get upset, like, he would be all serious with me. He would have, like, it seemed like a little attitude. He would walk around the workplace kind of not looking at me, not really wanting to talk to me, with his head up high and walking around. I'm like, okay, nobody has time for this. Okay, so I would kind of get back in the niceness and kind of not flirting, but just like, honestly, I have a real natural the fuck? I don't know what that was. Woo. I have a really natural flirty energy that just pours out of me. I don't know why. People just be thinking I'm flirting, and I'm not. I'm just being nice, like just a regular nice. I don't know if it's the Scorpio, the way that I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm just me. Like, I'm not gonna reserve myself when I'm acting my normal and just really normal, period, to make someone feel, I don't know, to make someone catch the drift. I feel like whatever. So once I started trying to, get in his good graces again, he started like getting back on that touchy-feely stuff. And y'all, I'm talking about like pinching me, touching my arm, and I entertain it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, like, I entertain it or whatever. Because I'm like, this is like, fun, I guess. Not really, but like, it's weird. It's weird. But at the same time, I'm like, how do I, like, I'm too nice. Like, I'm too nice. I'm not cutthroat when it comes to letting someone down. Like, I'm too nice. That's my problem. And that's something that I have worked on and I have changed, because like, you gotta pick who you want. You can't be kiki and nice in everybody's face. Like, no, we're not on that whole time. Like, you can't, because then they start wanting a relationship with you, and then all you got 4, 5, 10 niggas, and then one gotta go, 2, 3, 4 gotta go. So cutthroat. That's what I am now. But back then, I was too nice. I was like, I feel bad, woo. So yeah, I started coming up with a plan in my head on how to get rid of him. Like okay. I went to Vegas in July. I went to Vegas and I started talking to someone from Vegas that I really, really liked. And I was like, okay, he really gotta go. Like, he really gotta stop talking to me. I just really don't want nothing serious. So I tell him again,
I don't want nothing serious, and I actually am talking to someone. Like, I have a boyfriend. I'm talking to someone.
He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to someone. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm talking to someone too. I'm like, great. Great. You're talking to someone? That is great. Because in my head, I'm like, great. Because in my head, I'm like, you gotta go. You gotta go. This is weird. My supervisor. And he was still acting a little different, you know. He still had his little attitude every now and then. He was acting like, whatever, you got a boyfriend, I got a girlfriend, blah, blah. So, mind you, I shouldn't have done this, but like back in those days, I like to play little games and whatnot. And it was kind of fun, kind of entertaining, like, you know, it was entertaining. So I started acting like I was jealous of his girlfriend, but I really wasn't. Like, come on now. This is a round egg, like, that's the shape. He was a round egg, like, you in your 30, late 30s, about to be 40, and you short and got a little round egg. but I'm bored, and don't be rude. There's no reason for you to be rude. If you was to act like a normal supervisor again, that'd be cool, but you want to act like you have an attitude, like you can't help me with certain things, like woo. So when I acted like I was jealous of his girlfriend, that boosted his head up. And the boy started flirting with me again. I'm like, don't you have a girlfriend? He's like,
yeah, but I'll drop her and stop talking to her for you.
I'm like, no. I left it alone. I'm like, nah, you know, I got a boyfriend. Like, you got a girlfriend. Let's for real. Like, stop flirting. Stop doing that. Stop trying to touch me. Stop it. We did. And he started acting his little iffy self again, but I'm like, whatever. Like, clearly it's either this or that, and it's no in between with you. So we could just gonna leave it at that, and you could stay like that. He started showing everybody his girlfriend, showing his girlfriend around the center. I'm like, okay, nice. Yeah, but he started acting weird. Just acting weird. Mind you, me and the supervisor, along with a whole bunch of other employees, had each other on Facebook. But this man done unblocked me or not unblocked me. This man done unfriended me off Facebook. He unfriended me on Facebook. I'm like, wow, why you do that? Because that's weird. Like, we're still friends. You're still my supervisor. Like, there was nothing that happens within Facebook. Like, we barely even like each other's stuff. So that's weird to me. So I'm thinking that, oh, he maybe did it on accident. So when he posted something, I liked it because I'm like, he maybe did it on accident. I don't know. But then after I liked something of his, he blocked me off of his Facebook, and then I saw his girl like one of my statuses.
That's weird.
So now you're trying to be funny. Boo. Like, okay, like, stop. Don't do that. Don't do all that. Because why? And back nowadays, like, really, that's little kid shit. Like, and I know this was only a few years ago, but I have changed a lot, y'all. So like, now I would have left it alone. Like, girl, I do not care, nor do I want him. But back in those days, sorry y'all, back in those days, I was just petty still had a little petty in me. So I posted a status talking about, I don't remember what I said exactly, but like something about females be pressed, blah blah blah, this and that. She don't like my status. Huh? I don't know if she liked it or she had it or what, but I don't know if I commented on it or if I don't know if I commented on it or if I inboxed her, like, or if she inboxed me, because this was a year or two ago and I honestly forgot. If I have the inboxes, I will literally put them in there, but I don't think I do because I probably just deleted it. But if I have it, I'm gonna put them right here. But yeah, basically, I don't remember who inboxed who first, but like somebody inboxed somebody, and I don't remember if I asked her like, do we have a problem, or if she asked me something of sorts in regards to stop talking to. But I know what I do remember is that there was a point where she was like, oh, I'll pull up to your job and beat your ass. Bitch, I'll pull up to your job and drag you out throughout the work, blah 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 blah. So that's my cue, because if you want to fight, I'm not a fighter. But if you want to fight, we can fight. But what you're not gonna do, because one, regardless if I'm a good fighter or if I'm the suckiest fighter ever, I'm not just gonna sit there and let you whip my ass. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to defend myself. I'm gonna defend myself. So if you want to fight, we're gonna fight, because I'm not gonna run away, nor am I gonna just stand there. But what you're not gonna do is ruin my income. What you're not gonna do is mess up my funds, because if they think that I'm over here bringing ratchet ass people to fight all around the job, they gonna fire me, and that's how I pay my rent, bitch. So that's what you're not gonna do. So I'm like, boo, you better get your man. If you feeling some type of way, get your man. She talking about,
he don't want you.
I'm like, what? He told you that? Stop, you lying. That's funny, because he be pressed up in my cheeks, pressed every single day at work, just annoying, just like a little round egg. Me and her going back and forth. She keeps trying to call me like, girl, I'm not finna. I'm like, okay, if you want to fight, we can fight. Where are you? This is like 7, 8-ish at night. I'm like, where are you? Because what you're not gonna do is come up to my job, but I could pull up. Where are you? So she's not telling me where she's at. Whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, okay, cool. Then it's cool. It's done. I left it at that. I'm not pressing the issue. But she keeps calling me like, girl, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be on the phone like can. Like, what do you expect? Do you want to have a conversation? I'm asking you, where are you? Like, where are you? You want to pull up? You want to fight? Okay, cool. Where are you? Because we're not fighting at my job. That's a good job. Like, that's a good job. We're not fighting there. So I texted my supervisor. I'm like, you need to get your girl. Tell her that I don't want you. She's threatening my workplace, and that's a problem, because nobody's going to come up to my job and fight me. You know what this man texted me? Y'all, do you know what this man texted me? He's like,
you need to stop talking to me. I told you I don't want you. I don't want to be with you anymore.
I told you I don't like you. I have a girlfriend. I love her. What? Sir, what are you talking about? Are you putting on a show for her right now? She must be next to you. She has to be next to you because I'm quite confused on why the heck you're sending me that. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, honey. Because I never was pressed about an egg. Never was pressed. Y'all. Yeah. The only reason I even played games with this man is because I was bored, which I should have never did. Because look at the mess it got me in. That's my karma. Back then, that's my karma. But like, never would he ever say that I need to stop talking to him. I don't like you. You don't understand that. Like, I'm appalled. I'm in awe. Not you telling me that you don't want to talk to me when you're the one on my line, when you're the one hitting me up, when you're the one blowing me up. I just hit you up to tell you to have your girl relax because I never did a thing. I liked your photo. I thought we was still cool. You my supervisor, aren't you? So, y'all, when he told me that, I was heated. I was like, fuck are you talking about? Because then he also said,
Oh, you need to stop telling her shit or she will come up to your job.
I felt disrespected because, for one, you're my supervisor. You should be trying to avoid the fight. You should be trying to, I'll talk to my girlfriend, but you need to stop. Like, if you need to stop messaging her as well. Like, y'all both need to stop. Nothing's gonna happen. But the fact to me that it seemed like he was egging her on or pressing the issue or telling her or telling me, then I need to stop or she is gonna come up to my job. That's what got me effed up. Excuse me, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna let her come up to the job? That's your job too. Like, forget about me. That's your job in trouble. Because they gonna ask, how this all started, and I'ma sing like a canary, bitch. I'ma tell them the whole story. Don't play with me, because if I'm losing my job, so are you, honey. Don't do that. You shouldn't have responded like that. I didn't like that response because I felt like, I'm telling you, like, what? That don't make no sense. So I'm like, where are you at? Is she with you? Where are you at? Is she with you? Because we can meet up right now. I was gonna come alone, but then I'm like, the way that he was acting and just like telling me how she gonna fight me, it felt real. It felt weird. It felt weird. So I hit up my friend Tequila, and we just going to call her Tequila. And you know what? I didn't give my supervisor a name, so we gonna call him Egg. I know I'm almost done with the story, but we gonna call him Egg since I keep calling him Egg. I call Tequila like, Tequila, where you at? Where you at? Because we need to meet up with, I'm on one. Like, basically, I just told her what's up. I told her what was going on. And Tequila was there. So I went to go pick up Tequila. And we drove to Egg's house. We drove up to Egg's house. Funny because the girlfriend, Egg 2, she lived around, I guess they lived in the same neighborhood. And it's funny that I even found his apartments because I forgot where he told me he lived from the first time that I was around there, because I didn't have it saved. So I pulled up. I remember I was kind of driving through, looking to see how the apartments look, because I didn't have the address. I didn't even remember. I was looking around and something told me these apartments. I wasn't even sure. So I kept driving up, and who do we see? And this was like nighttime, so it's all a coinkydink. who do we see? Egg in a sweatsuit with Egg 2 in another sweatsuit, like they both finna fight. And they was all looking around, looking at the car, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. So I pulled up, and Egg was like,
"What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah." I'm like,
Wasn't she talking shit? I'm like, she's talking about she's gonna pull up to my job. Well, I'm here. Whatever anger she has that she needs to get out, we can get out here. Because I'm not gonna fight at my job. Like, I'm not gonna fight at my job.
so Egg 2 comes around. Egg 2 comes around and goes behind Egg and starts basically trying to hit at me, trying to fight me, right? So Egg gets out the way with his eggy self. He gets out the way. So Egg 2 starts fighting. So we fighting, right? I'm in the car in the driver's seat, and she on the outside portion, and we fighting. But like, I don't know what we was fighting because she wasn't hitting me. I don't know what she was hitting. Like, there was no way she was hitting me because I did not feel a thing. I didn't feel a thing. Then again, adrenaline, right? But when I went home, you know how you go home after a fight and you in pain a little bit, you might be sore a little bit. I wasn't anything. I didn't have anything on me. So after that the scuffle, you know, boom, 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 boom. She got, I don't know if Egg came and pulled her out of the car. Or she just walked back. I don't know how she got back out of the car and Egg closed my door or something. And he's like, go, you need to go, you need to go. I was finna leave it at that. I had fun, that was fun. Cause then, like since then, I haven't had a fight in years. And even though I don't like fighting, it's a fact that it gives you that little adrenaline, whatever. So yeah, I was finna leave. But then the bitch threw a rock at my car. Egg 2, her bold ass, threw a rock at my car. She got me fucked up. Y'all, I saw red. I'm trying not to cuss. I saw red. Like, no, this hoe did not try to throw a rock at my car. And she laughing like, heh. I'm like, bet. I get out the car. Egg over here in the middle trying to like stop. Tequila get out just in case. Egg like stop, blah, blah, blah. And I go straight to the hoe and start fighting. We start fighting. She pulls me down to the ground, but with herself under. I'm like, what? So you want me on top of you? Like, why would you do that? She didn't pull me to the ground to get to the ground. She pulled herself to the ground and basically practically laid on the ground. I kid you not. She practically laid herself on the ground. I was so confused. Like, why are you laying down? Like, what are you doing? So whatever. She practically positioned herself for me to get on top. So I got on top. And I started fighting her. Whatever. So then I feel Egg on top of me, like, get off. But, and I didn't feel him hitting me. But my friend Tequila then told me that this motherfucker was hitting me, that she's glad she came, because if I would have went there by myself, who knows if they would have both tried to fight me. And that's crazy because I never thought that he would have been that type. But she said it seemed like he was trying to hit me. He wasn't trying to push me off. He was trying to hit me. And she was like, Tequila said, she said no to him, like, no, move. And started kind of yelling at him back and forth. And then Tequila grabbed me and Egg grabbed Egg 2. And that's basically how we separated. And Egg 2 like, I don't feel nothing. I don't got no marks on me. I don't feel nothing. You didn't do anything. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, sorry, I'm still trying to not cuss. Egg 2, be quiet. Girl, I don't care. I don't care. And then I grab a rock and try to throw it at Egg's car because I know how Egg's car looked like. Matter of fact, he just got a new car around that time, so it was funny. I don't think I hit his car, and he lucky because this little Egg 2 put a little dent in my car. Like, this little bit had me and y'all, Irma is be tweaking out of nowhere. Y'all, that was the story time about how I fought my supervisor's girlfriend. And I'm sorry if that was everywhere. A lot of my stories be everywhere. I still have to kind of learn how to tell story times, especially this one I didn't have written. And sometimes when I write it down, it helps me a little bit more go boom, 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 boom. But I'm gonna get better. And some stories, like, is a little vague to me. It's a little, my memory is my memory is choosy. My memory picks and choose what it wants to remember. But yeah, either way, it was funny. Yeah, I thought let me know, have you ever fought one of your supervisors, or have you ever had like one of those work relationships with your supervisor and it ended up to go all wrong? Yeah, after that, going to work was so awkward. It was so awkward and just irritating being there. Like, and I ended up quitting, but not because of him, because ain't nobody ever gonna mess up my money. You gonna feel weird before I feel weird. But I wanted a remote job because I wanted to start doing homework and working at home and do multitasking, like while working, doing homework. So I wanted something at home. And I ended up finding a remote job, and I was getting paid a lot more. So it was definitely a plus. And then a few months in, I moved to Vegas. So it all works out for a reason. And yeah, that's the time I fought Egg's girlfriend, Egg 2. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Comment, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next story time. Adios.